This is a short video on how to take apart the HP inkjet printer that I used to have, the 6400 model. The very first thing that you really have to do is to open up the right side. And if I'm looking at it here from the front, you need to go over here to this right side and take this piece off. This piece is extremely difficult to get off, but once you do, it works better. This back edge has a couple of little detents that fit very tightly in this back corner. You almost have to get in the top part of it here and leverage off this part right here. There's two places there that fit rather tightly. And then these bottom tabs can be sprung out. They're easily accessible from the bottom. And then there's this tab right here and another one right up here. Once you've kind of got all that worked loose and this back corner off, then you can work on this part right here, which wants to fit in this way, like right in here, and it wants to fit very snugly right behind this piece right here. But you just got to work it hard until it comes out. So once you get that off, and these tabs here come off, and this back part here, you can screwdriver that off. Then you get it off, and then there's two screws right here that hold the very top part on. Once you get those off and you get the top part off, then you're in a position to where you can actually mount the top cover assembly in these two tracks. And the only thing holding that originally was one screw here, at least as far as these hinges are concerned. There's one screw there that holds that in. Until you can get those back hinges off, they're extremely strong. Until you can get those off and the top assembly off, you're in a heap of trouble. Also, this right or left cover comes off as well, and it wants to slide back. There's a bunch of things holding it here that are very strong. You can muscle them off and break them, but I'd recommend not doing that. It's a little tough to get off, very difficult. But that one is easier than the other side, actually. That was the first one I got off. So once you get these two sides off, then you're in a much better situation. The top scanner, motor, all that assembly, the ribbon cables for it fit in here. And there's a top latch cable that comes down and plugs in here. My problem was that in all my previous attempts I managed to get these loose, and then it didn't work. The scanner didn't work, and it gave a whole lot of error messages. Now, as for the top assembly, I've got it all apart here. This is the ribbon cable part that plugs in. This is the ribbon cable part that plugs in where you just saw it. This is the scanner, the thing that does the scanning and travels up and down the glass. And this is the front panel assembly. And those can all be put back together as well. So my goal now, having it all apart, is to take this hinge assembly. Somehow I've got to get this mounted back on here and bolted in. But once it's done and assembled, it will just slide right down in very easily. I'll show you how that will work. Here's the back hinge, and it will just slide right in here with the entire upper assembly on there. Wish the other one wasn't broken, but it is. So I'll have to operate with one hinge. It's what you do when you don't know what's going on. But that's basically how to take the printer apart. And once you get down to this point, you're in a much better situation to do reassembly and repair. Everything's more accessible once you get that outer stuff, all the outer plastics off. So I hope this helps. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. There's a lot of delicate parts in here.